In history, we have realized that death is not always the end. It's sometimes the beginning of something else, something scary, something dangerous, something inhuman. Imagine a warrior dying a gruesome death on a battlefield and waking up to just repeat the day over and over again. Some warriors might go insane because of the amount of pain they feel, but some crazy warriors will see this as an opportunity to increase their strength and skill. A man named Encrid, whose potential had come to a stop, attains the ability to escape the Grim Reaper to repeat the very days he die. This actions, therefore, has caused a significant increase in his fighting abilities to dominate the battlefield. The thing is, humans, strong enough to be compared to monsters, have targeted him. The story begins as we see Encrid being taught the way of the sword by his squad member named Ragna. Ragna corrects Encrid's stance, flexibility, and grip of the sword. Just then, another squad member named Rem comes in and says that they have been summoned to the battlefield. They join the army, commanded by a female elf. The enemies are seen holding a spell flag as they activate it. Mist is released into Encrid's army as arrows are being shot at them. Things couldn't get any harder as an enemy soldier, who has a grudge on Encrid, comes into play. Encrid finds it hard to use the techniques taught to him by Ragna. Encrid does the most craziest thing as he rams himself into the enemy's spear. His days repeats over and over as he keeps dying countless times. He gets better in the 100th time as he dodges a spear in the battlefield. The mist blinds him as he is stabbed by multiple spearmen. He smiles like the devil as he spits out blood and dies again. We have 365 days in a year, but Encrid has been repeating this day for 200 days. He becomes much better as he is seen on the battlefield. With a burst of speed, he moves whilst dodging a spear attack. He then cuts off his attacker's head and kills a Bao soldier. He meets more Bao men as he tells them that they should fight like real warriors using their swords. Encrid smiles as he is killed. His day repeats again as he is taught further by Ragna the types of swordsmanship. He is taught on how to concentrate on a single point for one to get dynamic vision. He gets to the battlefield again, and this time, he decides to target the flags that is used as a medium to keep the spell going. There are 6 flags in total, and only one of them is the real one. Encrid manages to find the real one after so many deaths. He moves with Rem as they meet an enemy approaching. Rem throws his axe to kill the soldier as Encrid advances forward. He gets to the flag as he swings his sword to cut it down. Hurrier, the man who has a grudge with Encrid, blocks Encrid's sword, preventing it from cutting the flag. Hurrier moves in with a stab when Encrid dodges. Encrid counters and Hurrier also dodges. They exchange attacks when Hurrier swings his sword. Encrid tries to concentrate on a single point when he is stabbed in the heart. He laughs as he tells Hurrier that, tomorrow, you will die. He gets back to training with Ragna when he finally manages to master the art of focusing on a single point. In the battle, Encrid manages to get to Hurrier. He attacks with a slash when Hurrier dodges the attack. Hurrier counters when Encrid also parries the attack. They are both on par with each other as Hurrier prepares a swing. Encrid reads the move by focusing on a single point. He evades the attack and counters, slightly cutting the neck of Hurrier. Hurrier, unable to believe what he was seeing, he uses his most unpredictable attack at Encrid. Encrid parries the attack and stabs Hurrier in the shoulder. When he plans to finish him off, Hurrier's commander saves him. We see Encrid surrounded by enemy soldiers as he prepares to fight to the death. Encrid charges towards Hurrier's commander and ducks to dodge an attack. He uses small knives to cut the flag off, which clears the fog. Baomen are about to shoot Encrid when a puma Encrid had saved long ago uses its claws to cut the strings of the bows. Vengeance, a platoon commander, comes to save Encrid. He attacks when his attack is parried away. Vengeance asks his men to attack when the puma also attacks Hurrier's commander. The puma is hit away when Hurrier's commander decides to retreat. Encrid wakes up with the puma by his side. The elf comes to him and says that fate had brought them together. She leaves when Ragna and Rem make fun of him. A Scarlet Cloak Knight had joined in the battle, so Encrid decides to go watch him. The enemies shoot arrows towards him when the knight uses a technique named Determination on his legs and moves forward with speed. He starts to massacre the enemy, as Encrid cannot believe what is unfolding before him. Encrid studies the moves of the knight as he closes his eyes to gain more understanding. The battle is over as all soldiers are assembled. Encrid is rewarded with money because he destroyed the flag. He uses the money to get a good sword as he plans to advance into the ranks as a soldier. To go up the ranks, one has to fight some of the members of the ranks above. Soldiers become spectators and even bet on the fights. The first attacker comes as he moves with his sword. Encrid parries the attack so hard that the attacker's fingers gets broken. He then uses the handle of his sword to finish the attacker off. Encrid thinks to himself that his attacker is so weak, not realizing that it was him who had become much stronger. The second attacker, who is spear user, wriggles his spear to make his attack unpredictable, or so Encrid thought. The spearman just attacks from there as Encrid cuts the blade off the spear. He then kicks him to end the fight. The soldiers start to chant Spellbreaker as a nickname for Encrid. Just then, a soldier everyone ranked lower than him is afraid to fight comes as he requests for a duel. A soldier who is part of a special task force named the Greyhound. The Greyhound moves first with a stab as Encrid blocks it. The Greyhound grabs Encrid by the collar and trips him. Encrid raises his sword as the Greyhound sees death. He takes a step back as he moves with a stab again. Encrid grabs the sword with his hands and gives a knee kick to the Greyhound's chest. The killing intent showed by the duo is massive as the elf commander comes and break them apart. A lot of special forces come to Encrid to recruit him, saying that they would help him reach his full potential. He refuses them all, saying that he wants to surpass his full potential. Winter comes as Encrid is sent with two guys named Jack and Bo. They are seen in a marketplace as Encrid sees a person in pain. He tries to help, but that was his mistake. It turned out to be an assassin as he is stabbed. Jack covers Encrid's mouth when Bo acts normal, which means that they are both involved in it. Encrid wakes up again and realizes that he saw the attack coming but couldn't react to it. He goes to Auden, a squad member who specializes in martial arts. He asks Auden to teach him how to activate his muscles in times of cold. He trains hard as he meets with the Jack and Bo again. This time, he hit the duo first and later plans to use his sword. The assassin throws a whistle dagger as it stabs his heart. Encrid falls down smiling as he plans on how to prepare next time. The next time, he uses Jack and Bo as shields to block the daggers, but the assassin's daggers could curve. He is hit with the dagger again as he dies. He wakes up the next time and asks Jackson, an assassin amongst his squad, how the whistle dagger is thrown. The goal is to predict the enemy's attack path by the slightest movement. He meets with Jack and Bo again, but this time, he cuts off their heads to avoid any distraction. He blocks the first dagger with his arm as the second dagger hits his heart. He smiles as he says to the assassin, "I will see you again, for I know all your tricks." He keeps dying day after day. On days he almost gets the assassin, a bowman shoots an arrow at him from behind. He trains on how to throws the whistle dagger from Jackson and meets with Jack and Bo. He lures them by taking a different route and kills them. The two assassins show themselves as they attack with a whistle dagger. Encrid dodges them all and kills the bowman. The other assassin throws 3 more daggers when Encrid blocks with a plate on his arm. Encrid dodges an attack when the assassin also dodges one. Encrid throws another when the assassin dodges. The assassin attacks with a sword when Encrid grabs it by the hand. He then cuts the skull of the assassin, killing him. He reports this to the elf commander as she says that they are going to attack the Thieves Guild because they helped the assassins. Encrid gets to his squad when an axe comes for him. He dodges when it turns out to be Rem. They all start to prepare the upcoming fight ahead. Like and subscribe to watch the next part of this video. To be continued.